What's up, everybody? It's your host, Dan Weber, and I'm back with another podcast episode, man. Last week was the opening week for NFL. It was a great week of football. Not so great for my team. Detroit Lions lost our first game versus the Green Bay Packers, our division rivals. Sucks that it happens, but we didn't come to play. That's all it was. Uh, it's new online, new coordinators, playing versus uh, a more hyped team in the Green Bay Packers because they traded for Michael Parsons, so it was Michael Parsons' first game as a Packer at Green Bay to be exact. So they had the crowd behind them, and we just didn't come out the way we wanted to play, man. First half, man. First half, we struggled to score. We struggled to run the ball, man. I ain't never seen lines like this in a while. What year? It's 2025 now. We've been good for the last 2 years now. So since 2022, we haven't seen the lines like this. We usually had a touchdown, and it's a lot of stats that happen. Like we had a touchdown in every game last year and this year in the first half. We always had 20 points at least in the game for the last 2 years. We couldn't even get 20. And we scored our first touchdown in the fourth quarter, which was an amazing touchdown by our rookie, Isaac Tesla. It was an amazing touchdown, but offense just wasn't there, man. Jared Goff didn't look to himself. He threw the ball 39 times to only get 225 yards with one TD. That ain't it, Jared Goff. All them checkdowns that he was doing, we can't win with those. Gibbs only had 19 rushing yards. Demo 25. We just went away from the running game, man. Our running game that's where we were strong at last year. But it was just the O line, man. O line missing blocks, couldn't hold down their D line. Michael Parsons was a beast going at Panu and Will. He was a beast going at him, man. He caused a lot of pressures. I believe he caused at least 3 pressures. Got a sack. Michael Parsons did it. He did his thing for limited snaps. I ain't gonna lie. He did his thing for limited snaps. JMO, we didn't get JMO involved too much. At a point, St. Brown's was cooking, but we didn't feed him enough. And I don't know, man. It just wasn't our day. It just wasn't our day. And I said our defense wasn't that bad. Our defense wasn't that bad. We held Jordan Love to under 200 passing yards. Us Jacobs didn't even get going until the second half. So I feel like our defense was good. Our defense was good. It's just, I don't know, man. Just a lot of things just didn't go our way. And that's good, though. We'll bounce back. We got another division rivals this week in Chicago Bears, but it's our home opener at the crib. So I already know how our fans are going to get Sunday afternoon. But, yeah, man, just didn't go our way. Green Bay Packers, salute to them getting their first dub, but we'll see them again on Thanksgiving. We'll see them again on Thanksgiving for sure, for sure. Home opener. I mean, the season opener last year. I mean, the season opener. The defending champs Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys, and Jalen Hurts had his way, man. Running the ball, he had his way. He rushed for 62 yards, 2 touchdowns, man. Saquon Barkley scored his. But it's just a snap, man. A.J. Brown didn't even get a targeted or a catch in the first half. It was kind of weird, man, seeing that because A.J. Brown's on my fantasy team, so that kind of hurt me that he only had 1 catch throughout the whole game and 0 in the first half with no targets. That hurt me a lot in fantasy. I believe I lost this week with him because I got 2 fantasy teams. So I believe I lost the week. And I lost only by 2. So I lost only by 2, and AJ Brown didn't do anything. So if he does something, I win that game. I win the series. Yeah, I win for sure. But Jalen Hurts, man, he just does winning. He just plays winning football, man. He doesn't throw for too much. If he has to throw, he will throw it for 250. He only threw for 152. And the tight end, he ate. He gave the ball to the tight end. He had 7 catches. Saquon Barkley did his thing on the ground. He scored his touchdown too. But Jalen Hurts, man, the moment does not phase him, man. Big plays, he was getting them. Every third down, he was getting them. First half, it was back and forth though. To start, it was back and forth. No defense could get stops. So I thought it was gonna be a shootout. And then second half happened. Nothing really happened because the delay messed up the momentum. CD Lamb was cooking though. CD Lamb was cooking. I'll say he was cooking that first half. And then towards the end, he had the drop passes. He had about 3 or 4 drop passes in the fourth quarter himself, man. And that cost them. Honestly, that cost them. Cowboys end up losing by 4, but you could see the Cowboys was missing Michael Parsons because when it was time to stop, there was no pass rusher coming at Jalen Hurts like how Michael Parsons was coming at Jared Goff on Sunday. You could just see like his presence was gone, man. His presence was gone, and the Cowboys are gonna miss him a lot. Just for looking at the first game, the Cowboys are gonna miss him a lot. But it wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a bad first half to watch. The second half, that delay took me out. I don't even think. Excuse me. I don't even think I finished it. No, I definitely didn't finish the game. But Chiefs and Chargers, man. That game was I seen a little bit of that game. Patrick Mahomes, man, with these receivers, man. Another receiver is banged up. Xavier Worthy hurt his shoulder, I believe. He's on the IR. He ran into Travis Kelce, I believe. I didn't see the play, but Travis Kelce takes the blame because he's like the vet. He knows like that should never happen. But man, they down another receiver. You already know Rice is suspended for at least 6 games, I believe. Now Xavier Worthy's injured. They still got Juju. I didn't even know they had Juju still. And they got Hollywood. Hollywood did his thing though. 10 catches for 99 yards. Travis Kelce had 2 catches. 2 catches for 47 yards with a TD. So that's not good for him, but yeah, he should have been more involved. The Chargers end up winning this game. I was surprised. About this game. Chargers. Justin Herbert did his thing, man. He did his thing. 3 touchdowns, about 300 passing yards. Quentin Johnson, 2 touchdowns. Keenan Allen is back on the Chargers. He did his thing, got 68 yards, the touchdown. But Justin Herbert's made winning plays, man. He made a tough first down to seal the deal with a run. He did his thing for sure. That division could be quite interesting this year, man. We got the Broncos over there, but even though Bo Nix didn't look too good the first game, we got the Broncos with their defense out there. Chargers, KC, Chiefs, and I believe the last team in that division is the Raiders. The Raiders is in that division as well. But the Raiders not too good. Will this be a year that the Chiefs don't win the division? They already lost to the Chargers. Broncos got a good defense. Chiefs are banged up already. But Patrick Mahomes finds ways, though. Like, he did his thing, Patrick Mahomes. He did his thing. He didn't have a bad game in my eyes. He rushed for a touchdown. Just like the running game wasn't working. Isaiah Pleshko wasn't doing anything. Kareem Hunt. And then he just got to find his receivers. He got it. Kelce has to come back, bro. Kelce has to come back from his honeymoon phases with Taylor Swift. He needs to be the dominant tight end that we used to see him, man. Because right now, people are saying he's washed, and he looks washed, bro. He looks washed. He looks like he's out of it. I honestly thought he was going to retire last year, but he said he couldn't go out like this. But I got him on fantasy, so I need him to stick up. I need him to do his thing, bro, because I did not think the Chargers was going to beat them. I ain't going to lie. I thought like the whole game, the Chiefs were going to come back and win. Steelers versus the Jets, man. A-Rod looked amazing for a 40-year-old. I was so happy that A-Rod got his revenge on the Jets and they got the dub. A-Rod only had 8 incompletions with 4 TDs, found 4 different receivers in the end zone, and DK Metcalf didn't even have a touchdown. He had 83 yards, but he didn't even have a touchdown. I'm liking the Steelers team a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm liking this team a lot. They got one of the best coaches in the league, one of the best quarterbacks, a Hall of Famer. The defense is looking good again. Jalen Ramsey backed up his shit talking like he always does. And he had a game stop. He had a game was it what you would call it? Like it was a tackle, but a pass breakup. It was really a pass breakup, but he had clinched a pass breakup on Jared Wilson. He smacked him. It was nasty. And that was crazy. They were going at it. They were going at it at halftime. Jalen Ramsey, you know what he did? Backed it up. But man, amazing game for him. I'm liking his squad. Justin Fields didn't have a bad game as well. He did his thing, 200 yards. He ran the ball for 48 yards. Brees Hall did amazing running the ball. Him and Garrett Wilson, the Ohio State connection, they look good. I think they played together at Ohio State. They look good. Garrett Wilson looked good, man. You know, Garrett Wilson, he had a rough year last year playing with A-Rod. So I know that the Jets wanted to get this dub so bad. And it was just amazing to see Aaron Rodgers come back to the Jets after 2 or 3 years. I don't remember how many years he did. I think 2 years he did. But he only played one full season. And get the dub to start the year off, man. That felt good for Aaron Rodgers, man. That felt really good, bro, for a 40-year-old. And I honestly think this is his last year. I honestly think this is his last year. He wants to go out with a Super Bowl, and he can win a Super Bowl with this team. I feel like he can win a Super Bowl with this Steelers team. But yeah, man, that was a great dub. Browns and the Bengals, man. Actually, though, last week on the episode, me and my guy Eddie was talking about Joe Burrow as being the MVP, and I ain't gonna lie, he disappointed me week 1, man. I had him in my fantasy as a starting QB. He only threw for 113 yards versus the Browns. Jamar Chase was a no-show, only had 2 catches. Higgins was a no-show, 3 catches. Their running back did okay. Chase Brown did okay. But they miraculously got the dub versus the Browns, 17-16. The Browns missed a PAT, I believe, in the 4th quarter or 3rd quarter. I believe they missed it. And I just see a bounce back this week from the Bengals. I don't even know who they play this week. But I know, they play the Jaguars. I know Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are going to bounce back. And I'm in my fantasy league, I have 2 fantasy teams. And I got Joe Burrow on one of my teams. Another team, I'm playing against Joe Burrow this week. So that's going to be a lose-lose or win-win. I don't know, win-lose situation. Because I know Joe Burrow's not going to have a bad game again. Him and Chase, I'm playing against Chase too. And I know Chase is not going to have a bad game. So I'm sick because I don't know how that's going to go. Because I need him to cook. But then again, I'm playing versus him as well. But I'm hoping for a bounce back from Burrow because Burrow's better than that, man. I know he probably wasn't happy with his performance watching the quarterback show on Netflix. He wasn't happy about a lot of performances last year. Even though they won games, he wasn't happy about his performance. I know last week he wasn't happy. Sunday Night Football, man. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. I ain't gonna lie. Josh Allen is one of them ones, bro. I'm telling you, he's one of them ones, bro. He's one of them ones, bro. He came back from I ain't gonna lie, it was 34-19. Then I watched the game. I watched it throughout. I turned the game on. It was 34-19. I turned the game on, 34-19. And then Derrick Henry runs for a 46-yard touchdown. I'm starting to doze off. I'm like, okay, the Ravens are gonna win this game. The Kean Coleman, my bad, scores a touchdown, 40-32. So at that point, I'm dozing off already. I'm dozing off. I think that was the last touchdown I see. So I wake up at like 3 a.m. and I see the Bills won. And I'm like, how? I'm just so confused how the Bills won. Mind you, Lamar and Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers all went stupid. Lamar threw for 200 yards, 2 TDs, and ran for 70 yards, 1 TD. So in fantasy, that's already about like 29 to 30 points. Derrick Henry ran for 169 yards and 2 TDs. Like, that's like 29 points in fantasy too. Zay Flowers, 143 yards and 1 TD. Like, yo, and D-Hop D-Hop touchdown was nasty. I think it was like one-handed or something. D-Hop touchdown was nasty. But then I see they lost. I'm just checking. Derrick Henry fumbled. Josh Allen scores it. They don't get the 2-point conversion. Then they get the ball back because they didn't go for it on 4th and 2. I'm surprised they didn't go for it. They didn't go for it. They punted the ball. Josh Allen marches, and they got one of the best kickers, Matt Purdy. Even if he's like 40 now, he kicks the game winner, and the Bills steal it. That was tough. Bills stole that game, 41-40, man. But Josh Allen might have just sealed up MVP after week 1, bro. We used to always talk about the Bills. Like, Bills don't got a wide receiver one since Diggs left. And Diggs haven't been good since he left. Like, Josh Allen's been better than Diggs. But Keon Coleman, 112 yards and 1 TD. And he could have had 2 touchdowns. The second one, he caught the ball. He juked one of the quarterbacks, made a fall, but he got tackled at the 2-yard line. And that's good that he got tackled because I feel like if he would have scored that would have gave the Baltimore Ravens plenty of time to run down the field and score a game-winning touchdown. I believe so. So, like, him getting tackled and then holding it just to keep the game-winning field goal, that was cool. But Joe Burrow threw for 394 yards, 46 passes with 2 TDs, and then he ran for two TDs too. Like, Josh Allen, he ain't scared of the moment, bro. He is not scared of the moment. I like that, bro. Like, he could win his MVP, bro. He could win another MVP this year, bro. Even though it's only one game, but like Bills and Ravens, bro, they never disappoint, bro. Like last year, the playoffs, they didn't disappoint. No, the first game of the season didn't disappoint, man. Didn't disappoint at all. Sunday Night Football was the Vikings versus the Bears. Bears was running away with it in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, it was 17-6, but the Vikings did not give up. Fourth quarter, Bears couldn't capitalize on anything. Vikings quarterback JJ McCarthy and the rookie, he led them to 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, man. Led them to 3 touchdowns, and by the time the Bears could do anything, it was too late. But Jefferson had a quiet game. You know, I got him on fantasy. I'm always going to talk about fantasy when I talk about football because that's the only reason why I watch football, because of fantasy. But he had 4 catches for four catches with only 1 TD. Like, he had a quiet game. He had a TD in the fourth quarter to get the game started, get the comeback rolling. And then JJ McCaffrey, he had a TD pass to Aaron Jones. That was surprising. Aaron Jones as a wide receiver getting out. It was on a wheel. I think it was like a wheel route, like a mess spot. He had the running back on a wheel. Open TD, nice throw. And then JJ McCarthy, he seals the deal with rushing in touchdown. But I'm still not too sold on JJ McCaffrey. Just one game. Everybody's praising him and all that stuff. We got to see more from him. He played versus the Bears first game of the season, so of course he's gonna do his thing, even though he only threw for 143 yards. But he did okay in the second half for his debut. But we still gotta see next week. Man. But that was week 1 recap. Let's go to week 2, man. Let's talk about some games in week 2 and predict some games. So we got the Commanders versus the Packers tonight, Thursday Night Football. Okay, that's an interesting game, man. Packers still on that Michael Parsons rush. Right now, they still up on that level, and that's going to be an interesting game because Michael Parsons played Jaden Daniels twice last year, and it's going to be key, like, who's going to be blocking Michael Parsons. It's going to be interesting how Michael Parsons do versus the Packers. Versus the Commanders. I don't know if he's going to be on limited snaps or not, but it's going to be quite interesting, man. Jaden Daniels, is he going to be on that sophomore slump? What is he going to do with it? But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued that this matchup tonight is going to be a good matchup. I seen Katie did a lay for the Commanders. She's a Commanders fan. He had Jaden Daniels throwing for 20 yards. Terry McLaren 70 yards with 5 catches with a dub. So if y'all want to do that parlay, that'll be a quick well, anyways, I won't even be able to see this because the episode will be posted tomorrow. So I don't know why I said that. That was pointless. But it's gonna be an interesting game, man. We'll see how Josh Jacobs do, if he's gonna get more touches. Because I feel like the Packers versus the Lions, they wasn't even running the ball that much. Like they wasn't even a run first option. Like they quite been last year. Because last year Josh Jacobs used to get loads of touches. And I didn't feel like he got a lot of touches last weekend. I honestly don't think he got a lot of touches last weekend. So I want to see how he do it versus the Commanders this weekend. And the Commanders running back, they got a new running back. He looks solid. I want to see how he does versus Packers run game. Packers, because the Packers defense was pretty solid versus us. It's pretty solid. So I wonder how he's going to be next year. I mean, tonight, how they're going to guard the run, how they're going to guard the throw. Going to be interesting. Jaden Daniels is a mobile quarterback, so I want to see how he's going to do outside the pocket when the blitz collapses on them. Because, Jared Goff is not mobile at all. He's going to do just short check downs, and that's not going to get you dubs no more. Check downs not going to get you dubs, honestly. So Jared Goff got to change his play style. But it's going to be quite interesting tonight. Packers, Commanders. Packers beat us last week, so I got to go for Commanders to get the dub this week. I got Commanders winning tonight. Don't know the score. Just know that they're going to win. My Lions versus the Bears. I say we bounce back. We back at the crib. I got us winning by a touchdown at least, 7 to 10 points. I don't know. I don't feel like our offense is gonna start. Our offense is not gonna start rolling until I don't know. Hopefully it is the Bears, but we gotta get this win because our schedule is really tough. But we haven't lost back-to-back games since 2022, so we gotta get this win. Our offense got to get rolling. We got to start looking at St. Brown. You got to get J-Mo involved, bro. The checkdowns ain't going to be it. I keep saying the checkdowns because it was pissing me off last week. Got to get Gibbs, Damo. We still got to use them two together, bro. We got to still use them together, bro. Damo gets a drive. Gibbs get a drive. Just keep alternating them because that's what worked last year. Even though I got Gibbs winning rookie, was it not rookie of the year? Offensive player of the year. I feel like we still got to get Damo going, St. Brown going, and all that, bro. We play against Caleb Williams. Ben Johnson. It's gonna be Ben Johnson's return game. We're gonna boo him just because he joined the rivals and he sold us that game versus the Commanders last year. We're gonna boo him, and I just wonder how that's gonna play out. I really do. That's gonna be a quite interesting game, bro. Close games. Ben Johnson seldom close games. You can see he already sold the first one versus the Vikings. Another game. Must win for the Ravens this week. They play versus the Browns. The Browns defense is pretty solid. It's crazy how Ravens, back in the days with John Harbaugh, his old teams, the Ravens used to be defensive first, but now it's strictly offense, bro. It's strictly their running game. Their running game has to be successful. I feel like they got to take those risks again, man. But I feel like they're going to blow out the Browns. It's going to be too much offense for the Browns. Even though the Browns defense is pretty solid, I just feel like too much Lamar, too much Derrick Henry. Browns don't got a chance. Joe Flacco's old team, though. Joe Flacco won a ring with them. Going back to his home place. It might be closer than – never mind, the spread is 12. I feel like the game could be close, but I don't know. I got Ravens winning that. I didn't even – Eagles versus Chiefs rematch of a Super Bowl. That's going to be a quite interesting game because will the Chiefs go 0-2? It's at Arrowhead, so I don't think the Chiefs lose this game tomorrow. I feel like the Chiefs – not tomorrow, Sunday. The Chiefs bounce back. Dude, I don't know if the Chiefs bounce back, bro, because they got to stop Saquon Barkley. And I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to allow A.J. Brown to get one catch again. Devontae Smith might be – I don't know. Devontae Smith didn't have a great game as well. He only had 2 or 3 catches, but A.J. Brown not having one catch again. They got to stop one of them too, and they're not going to stop Saquon Barkley. I feel like they win, but it's going to be closer than the Super Bowl. It's going to be closer to the Super Bowl for sure. I didn't even know they played. Why they don't play primetime? Who's playing primetime? They put the Vikings versus the Falcons on primetime, bro? Really? Vikings, J.J. McCaffrey, and Michael Penix from the Falcons. Wow. is the national championship rematch of the quarterbacks. I just thought about it. Falcons is solid though. Blazion Robinson solid. I wonder if they've been using Kyle Pitts. I didn't see too much of Kyle Pitts the first game. Drake London, I didn't see too much of him the first game. But Michael Penix looked good though. He looked good in my eyes. I can see them still in this game. Where's the game at? Oh, it would have been Kirk Cousins' revenge game, return game to the Vikings. But I think he played them last year. I don't know, but he was just there. But he was starting quarterback last year. I don't know if they played them last year at the Vikings because why would they be playing them again in Vikings in Minnesota again? But I see Jettis is gonna have a better game than the first time. Jettis is gonna probably get at least 6-7 targets. He should get over like 80 yards. I need him touchdowns and all that. But the quarterback has to hit him. The quarterback has to look for him. But Vikings defense is solid though. Michael Penix is gonna have a good. That's gonna be a great test for Michael Penix. I ain't gonna lie. The Falcons end up losing to the Buccaneers week 1 too. Damn. Okay. They ended up losing to. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know who. I think I got Falcons. Falcons getting that dub, bro. Falcons are gonna bounce back this week, win that primetime matchup. Monday night, they got 2 games on Monday night. Buccaneers versus Texans. Buccaneers, I like Baker Mayfield this year. Baker Mayfield. I mean, I always liked him, but I feel like this year he gonna do some things this year that you can like, oh, okay. Baker Mayfield has never been trash to me. He never been trash to me. Bucky Irving, the running back. I didn't even know how he did his first game. I'm gonna look at this past stats last week. But see, Bucky Irving didn't even do too much. He 14 carries, 37 yards. He even do his thing for real. But he scored. He scored a receiving touchdown. Emmanuel Buka, the rookie from Ohio State, he might try to prove that Ohio State might be the real wide receiver over LSU. But he had 2 touchdowns, one a game-winning touchdown, one a nasty touchdown. I ain't gonna lie. Duka looked like he's the future of that team. After Mike Evans is going to be gone. Mike Evans didn't even do too much, 50 yards. Hopefully he does more next week. I need a touchdown out of him. You know, he's on my fantasy. I love him. Having him on fantasy, he always does his thing. Chris Godwin's still not back, but I'm liking this Buccaneers squad. I feel like they're winning the NFC South with ease. Not with ease, because Falcons is still going to be there. That second matchup with the Falcons is going to be good, but I feel like the Buccaneers is going to win that. But, yeah, I got Buccaneers. Texans versus Texans. I ain't gonna lie. CJ Stroud 3rd year, and the year 2 wasn't that good for CJ Stroud, and week 1 didn't even look too good for CJ Stroud, man. Kind of disappointed, man. That sophomore slump wasn't like, I don't know, last Sunday, he didn't even throw for 20 yards, and he even throw a touchdown. They had 9 points, and it was all field goals. I don't know what's up with CJ Stroud, man. The offense is wishy-washy. They got Nick Chubb as running back as of right now because Joe Mixon is hurt, and Nick Chubb's only ran for 60 yards. Nico Collins is their wide receiver 1, only 3 catches. They got like a lot, like their wide receivers are mid. I don't know why they traded who he traded to the Eagles. He's a young John Michie. I don't know why they traded him, even though he's a young player. Tank is already hurt right now. They missing him badly because CJ Stroud. I don't know. CJ Stroud needs a lot because the Texans defense is solid. The Texans defense is solid, man. They just need more on the offensive side, bro. Maybe it's just CJ though, because like Nico only 3 catches as the wide receiver 1. I don't know, man. I thought they could have got that dub versus the Rams last week. I feel like they could have got it, but they lost. They ended up losing that game. But Texas offense is mid, man. It's been mid. I don't even know if I got them winning the division. I mean, they could win the division. They got the Colts. The Colts look good, though. Daniel Jones looked good his first game versus the Dolphins, which I'm really disappointed in the Dolphins. I'm really disappointed in Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Waddle. I just didn't say too much. Disappointed in all 3 of them. Like, Miami has been a let go, and my man's Tua might lose his job. I'm sick about that. But I feel like they could still win it. I don't know if Jackson Jaguars. I still got to see the Jaguars how they do this year. They could. I don't know. I don't know how the Jaguars are gonna do this year, but the South is for sure open. The South is for sure open. That was the first game for Monday Night Football. The second game is Chargers versus the Raiders. I'm not too sold on the Raiders for real. Herbert is gonna win that game. They're gonna kill the running game. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. I just got the Raiders winning that game. I mean, not the Raiders, the Chargers winning that game. Not too sold on the Raiders. Raiders did win their first game versus the Patriots, but nothing special. Gino started over there. Gino's like, he threw for 362 though. That's a lot. Brock Bowles threw for 103 yards, but I think he might be hurt though. Is he hurt or he's good? He didn't even practice and he didn't practice today. But that's been a rookie. That was a tight end I've been high on last year. I had him on my fantasy. I missed out on him this year. I'm sick about that. Myers did his thing, had 97 yards, but Janty 38 yards with TD. But I'm just not sold on them, bro. I don't think they. Hopefully they could beat the Chargers, but I don't see them beating the Chargers. I don't see them beating the Chargers. Pete Carroll is there though. That's a good coach. So good coaches could benefit. Like that could be a team that don't score a lot, but still win games. But I just don't see them. I don't see them winning versus the Chargers. I got Chargers winning that primetime game. I'm probably not even going to watch that 10 p.m. on a Monday night. It's kind of crazy. Might not even watch that at all. Might watch a little, but not at all. But those are the predictions, and that's the predictions for this week. All I have for those NFL games. But news, man. George Kittle, man, I'm sorry if y'all got him on fantasy. He'll be out for the next 4 games. He got placed on IR with a hamstring, and that sucks because they're already down Brandon Ayuka from last year injury with the ACL, I believe. They got their dub versus the Seahawks, though. I'm surprised. I'm not that surprised because the Seahawks aren't that good to me. I'm surprised why K9 not even a running back one for the Seahawks no more. Jackson Smith with Najimba did his thing. Cooper Kupp is like he's on the downside of his career. But Ricky Parcell had 108 yards. He could be the future, but Brock Purdy's also out for 2 to 5 weeks with a turf toe and a bad shoulder. And they got Mac Jones coming in from quarterback from the Patriots, the Jaguars. And he was like a first-round pick. He's coming back. I mean, he's coming to start for Brock Purdy. And that could be quite interesting. I wonder how they're going to use McCaffrey next week. McCaffrey's going to have a lot of load because they're not going to be trusting to throw it downfield that much. So it's be quite a game. I wonder even who they play next week. 49ers play the Saints. See, they got a good one. They're going to beat the Saints. But it might be low scoring. I honestly think it might be low scoring, but they're going to beat the Saints. But that's all I really got for NFL. I just want to go quick to EuroBasket. I know I haven't talked about EuroBasket a lot, but I like I said, I made an episode of EuroBasketball a couple weeks back, and the video came out all black, and I was pissed about it because I wanted to talk about EuroBasketball. Even though a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't care, but I don't care. I like FIBA basketball more than NBA basketball. It's more physical. It's real deal basketball, man. But it's semifinals now. It's Germany versus Finland. Germany was one of the favorites to be at this spot, but Finland is a shocker. Finland beat the favorites, Serbia. Serbia has the MVP, one of the not the current MVP, but past MVP, and Nikola Jokic. They had Nikola Jokic. They had Nikola Jovic from the Miami Heat. They had Bogan Bojanovic from the Clippers. I believe he played for the Clippers right now, but he got hurt during this tournament, so he got out. He missed like the last 2 group stage matches, and he missed the whole. Yeah, he missed the group stage matches, so he couldn't even compete in the knockout stage. And Finland ended up upsetting Serbia 92-86 that game, and Lauri Markkanen has been putting up numbers for Finland, man. He's been averaging a lot. He had 29 for Serbia that game. And they got this one young guy from high school. He's a 5-star. I can't pronounce his name, but his last name is like Murden. He's going to be like a senior this year, I believe, and he's solid. He's a solid player. But Serbia, they won their last game versus Georgia in the quarterfinals. Laurie Marketing had 17 and 6. They didn't even do too much because it was a blowout. But this tournament has been quite interesting, man. I've been following a lot. I watched every highlight for every game. I just like the competition and stuff like that. So it's Germany and Finland, the first semifinals game. That game's tomorrow, Friday on the 10 a.m. I don't know how I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm probably just gonna follow it. Germany versus Turkey. I mean Greece versus Turkey. Greece, low key, I wouldn't say that was supposed to be there, but they got all valid wins. Giannis. Okay, so like they beat Spain. Spain was in their group stage. Spain was the defending champs that didn't even make it to the knockout stages. But Greece had beat them. They beat Israel. Giannis had in a round of 16. Giannis had 37 and 10 versus them. He's also playing with his two brothers that they don't play a lot, but when they do play, they contribute on defense. Quarterfinals, they beat Lithuania. Jonas Valanciunas that plays for the Nuggets now. He had 24 and 15. Giannis had 29 and 6. Giannis been doing his thing, man. Giannis been playing. He been balling. Giannis been balling. They're playing Turkey tomorrow at 2 p.m. in Turkey. Turkey's been amazing this tournament, man. Alphonse Sengun is looking like the MVP of this tournament. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited for him this year because he's playing on the Houston Rockets with my favorite player, KD. And Alphonse Sengun is definitely a top 5 center in the league. Might be 3. Literally might be 3. When healthy, it go Joker, Embiid, and Sengun could be 3. I ain't gonna lie. When healthy, Sengun could be 3. He's literally baby Joker. Last game versus Poland, he posted a triple-double, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. In the quarterfinals, oh, no, that was quarterfinals. Round of 16 versus Sweden, he posted up 24 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists. He's doing his thing. And he has talent on his team, too. He has Shane Larkin. I know y'all know him from Miami. He played in the NBA a couple years. Sadie Osman, real basketball players know Sadie Osman, a bucket in my eyes. Frank Comans, he played for the Sixers, and he recently just said that Alphonse Sengun is the best center he played with, and he played with Embiid, so that's a sign. They got Omar Yusteven. I don't know if you guys know him. And Aman Bodan, just players that a lot of basketball players know that really watch the game of basketball, they know. But yeah, man, Turkey's looking good, man. Turkey also beat Serbia. They beat Joker 95-90. That game was a classic. Sengun had 28 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, and Joker had 22, 9 and 4. So he 9 rebounds, 4 assists. So he definitely won the matchup versus Joker. I feel like he's a clear-cut MVP. I'm sick if you would have placed Turkey winning the whole thing. It was a plus 2,200. And that's a high. That's high. I'm sick I didn't place that because I was for sure would have been cheering for him just because he's KD's new teammate. But, man, I feel like the semifinals. Oh, another team that was disappointing was France. France lost to Georgia in the round of 16. I did not think that was going to happen. But France didn't have Victor Wembanyama. If they would have Victor Wembanyama, they would have been the favorites to win it all. And then Alex Sarr, if I don't know if Alex Sarr, he got hurt. He got hurt and he missed the tournament. So they lost to Georgia. And I know there's 2 players on Georgia. Gogi Bandaz, he's in the NBA right now. And this other player, I just can't pronounce his name. He's on Georgia too. Slovenia. Luka Doncic did his thing, man. He got them to the next round. I mean, he made it to the knockout stages. Mind you, Luka already won this tournament in 2017 before he was in the NBA. So that's how he's been doing it. But Italy, he had like 30 at halftime. He ended with 42 and 10 rebounds, 1 assist. They started double teaming him in the second half. They beat Italy. Italy has this new Fanticino. He played on the Pistons last year. He's currently on the Miami Heat. He had 22 points for Italy. Excuse me. But the quarterfinals, they played versus Germany. Luka did his thing. Luka had 39 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Couldn't get the dub, though. Franz Wagner, they might be the favorites to win it all right now, even though I got Turkey to win it all. Franz Wagner had 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Dennis Schroeder, one of the best players in FIBA, had 20 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Daniel Tice had 15 and 9. Those are like players y'all should know. So that's gonna be a good game, man. But I think I said all the teams that's known. Spain, I said Spain didn't do too well this tournament. Like I wish that video didn't get deleted because I was basically naming all the NBA players that's in this tournament, and I don't feel like doing it right now because there's no point because the tournament's finna end. I just wanted to talk about this on this NFL video. Hopefully, y'all like this information I'm giving y'all about this Euro because I really like Euro basketball, man. I just really like it. FIBA basketball, I just love FIBA basketball. Like international play, like every 4 years or 4 years, I'm locked in on a World Cup. Like I've been locked in on USA the last 2 World Cups that we didn't win. I've been locked in on them, disappointing them, and I'm always locked in on the Olympics. And this is my first year really locked in on EuroBasket, just because there's like a lot of talent now. And they always talk about USA versus the world. So I was like, man, I might as well just tap in this year. And it hasn't been a disappointment for sure, bro. But Germany, Franz Wagner, and Dennis Schroeder will be playing against Lauri Markkanen in Finland tomorrow. Greece, the Antetokounmpo brothers will be playing versus Alphonse Sengun and others tomorrow. And I got Germany going to the championship, beating Finland, and I got Turkey beating Greece. And that Turkey and Greece game is going to be a great game. Both games are going to be great. Both games are going to be great. But I got Turkey versus Greece. Turkey versus Germany in the championship. And I got Turkey upsetting Germany because Germany's probably the favorites, but I think Turkey wins it all. Second place, Germany. Then there's a third place match, Greece versus Finland. And I would give the third place to Greece. I'd say Greece will win it. I say Greece wins it, gets third place. But, man, that's my predictions for this tournament. MVP goes to Alphonse Sengun. Definitely does. But like, share, turn your post notifications on. And we are out.